Hello, I am Mr. Dakshinamurthy, AP, AIML department. Today's topic is Jdbc driver types. In Unit 5, Jdbc connectivity. Jdbc driver is a software component that enables Java application to interact with the database. There are four types of Jdbc drivers. First type 1 driver or Jdbc ODBC bridge driver. Type 2 driver or native API driver, type 3 driver or network protocol driver, and type 4 driver or thin driver. First type 1 driver, Jdbc ODBC bridge driver. The Jdbc ODBC bridge driver uses ODBC driver to connect to the database. Jdbc ODBC bridge driver converts Jdbc method calls into ODBC function calls. Jdbc ODBC bridge driver is also called a universal driver because it can be used to connect any of the databases. In Java 8 version, the Jdbc ODBC bridge has been removed. Jdbc API and Jdbc ODBC bridge driver, we are sending Java from Java application to Jdbc ODBC bridge driver. We are sending queries, user queries. Those queries are given to ODBC driver. Again, it is passed to vendor database library. Then we are giving to the database. Up to the vendor database library, it is client machine. Jdbc ODBC bridge driver type 1 driver advantages: easy to use, can be easily connected to any database. Disadvantage: the performance degraded because of Jdbc method call is converting Jdbc method call converted into the ODBC function calls, and the ODBC driver needs to be installed on the client machine. Second type 2 driver, native API driver. The native API driver uses the client-side libraries of the database. Driver converts Jdbc method calls into native calls of the database API. It is not written entirely in Java, hence they are not portable drivers. Here, similar like Jdbc ODBC driver, here Jdbc API, Java application, native API driver. Instead of they removed those components, Jdbc ODBC driver and ODBC driver, those blocks removed, and instead of that they used native API driver. That's all. Only replacement we have to do. The previous diagram and this diagram, we can see the difference. Driver part alone we have to replace. Other blocks are as it is same like type 1 driver. Native API driver advantages: performance upgraded than Jdbc ODBC bridge driver. Disadvantage: native driver needs to be installed on each client machine. Vendor client library needs to be installed on the client machine. Network protocol driver, type 3 driver. Network protocol driver uses middleware, application server, 3-tier architecture, similar like a middleware, application server. It's 3-tier architecture that converts Jdbc calls directly or indirectly into the vendor specific database protocols. It is fully written in Java, hence it is portable drivers. Advantage: no client side libraries is required because of application server that can and also the perform many tasks like auditing, load balancing, logging, everything possible in the network protocol driver. Disadvantage: network support is required on the client machine. It requires database specific coding to be done in the middleware tier. Third one is maintenance of the network protocol driver becomes costly because it requires the database specific coding to be done in the middle tier. Thin driver or type 4 driver. Thin board driver converts JDBC calls directly into the vendor specific database protocol. That is why it is known as thin driver. It is fully written in Java language, hence they are portable drivers. Okay. Advantages: the better performance than all other drivers, no software required at client side or server side. Disadvantage: drivers depend on the database. Which driver to be used? Thin driver 4 drivers are preferred if you are accessing one type of database such as Oracle, Sybase or IBM. Network protocol drivers or type 3 drivers are prepared if your Java application is accessing multiple types of databases at the same time. If you are accessing one type of database, then thin drivers. Multiple type of database at the same time, then network protocol drivers is the best. Native API driver or type 2 drivers are useful in the situation where type 3 or type 4 drivers are not available yet for your database. JDBC, ODBC bridge driver or type 1 drivers are considered a deployment level driver, typically used for development and testing purposes only. Thank you.